Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Starfield. On a Starfield weekend, I'm your host, Colors Fade, and it's episode 13, Lucky. Episode 13, where we're at in our quest to get the Star Eagle. The Hammer Falls. We need to go to Hope Town. So, let us be on our way. How's everybody doing? It's a Saturday or a Sunday, as the case may be when this comes out. Starfield's been loads of fun to play. Oh, you know what? We made a mistake. We're a little wounded.
Hi. Please disregard.
We're also very loaded down with gear, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about that. What we are going to worry about is getting some rest, though.
Come on. There are worlds to conquer.
There are worlds to conquer. We're not going to worry about all the gear that we have because when we get the Star Eagle, we can just dump it on there. We got 450 right now. That's a lot of mass. Hope Tech. Actually, let's do an aid item that should get us. Oh, I need something that gives us plus O2 recovery. It's a tiny little bit. Be nice if it was a little more, but as always, we'll take what we can get. Starfield.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Yeah, but that's not what we do at this channel. We do complain.
Yes? Keep an eye on your valuables.
But we also talk an awful lot about the things that we love.
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
And if people don't believe me, they just need to watch the Cyberpunk series. Or the Baldur's Gate 3 series. There are a lot of things I love about both of those games.
Ron Hope knows his stuff.
But I also enjoy this game quite a bit. I mean, sure, it has flaws. And I've pointed out several of them already along the way. But I'm playing it for a reason.
Please do not interfere.
And it's not because I have any loyalty to Bethesda. I don't. Not at all. It's simply because the game is fun.
That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Burkett. We set some ambitious quotas, and you met every one of them.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together and we got it done.
Off-roaders.
I'll let you share the good news, whenever and however you like.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Those jackasses on Line A are gonna be the death of me.
No, this guy is.
Something more you need, Deputy?
Yes.
Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news?
Oh, I learned something very interesting.
Did you now? Well, don't keep me in suspense.
It's only suspense if you don't know how it turns out. I'm afraid Paxton Hall has implicated you in a conspiracy against the Freestar Collective.
Oh, the same Paxton Hull who was court-martialed during the Colony War? Well, I've never met the man, and I can't imagine why he'd make an accusation against me.
You've never met the man. Always the first defense of the liar. Yeah, Hull kept your instructions to use as evidence against you. He knew we'd find him.
I see. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Burkett. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
Tell me everything.
The cards are on the table. So why not? The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. And it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold.
Go on.
We donated the fertilizer to select homesteads and let the farmers do the work. And when the time was right, we cleared the farm and brought in machinery to harvest the mineral-rich soil. The reduction in labor and materials costs sent my profits soaring.
You sit on the Council of Governors. You betrayed the very people you are supposed to represent.
I wish there'd been another way. But I had to play the hand I was dealt.
You used the first to seize the farmland and keep the operation a secret.
I never intended for anyone to be hurt. I told Hull to buy the land, not take it by force. Unfortunately, farmers can be stubborn folk. And I couldn't risk any witnesses.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take your job. And more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners.
That's not enough.
You're right. Yeah, those families deserve to be compensated for the inconvenience. Well, perhaps a discount on their next purchase from HopeTech.
They might not be so keen to purchase a ship built with the blood of their compatriots.
With that resolved, let's talk about you.
Resolved?
As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor.
You're going to be turning yourself in, and I'll be telling the Marshal everything.
Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider. I'll do what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their livelihoods. Do you really want to put all these people out of work and make their families suffer?
It's not my decision there, dummy. You already created the fork in the paths of all the future events that can happen. You are the root cause here. Don't try to put this on me, Hope.
Well, I'm afraid there's no avoiding it. The past can't be changed, but the future is very much in your hands, Deputy. You put me away, and this company will fall apart. You'll have destroyed far more lives than I did. I'll make myself very plain. I won't let you jeopardize my reputation, this company, or the people who work for me. If that means you suffer an unfortunate incident at the hands of my security personnel, so be it. I'm important. You're nothing.
You're not actually threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger, are you?
You have overestimated your position, Mr. Hope.
Bribes and threats aren't going to work on me.
Such a shame to see a promising career cut so tragically short.
We got people running. Cosette. Oh, jeez. All right, I'm gonna go get this one in this empty hull of a ship. How do you feel about that?
Where have they gone? Always worth checking. Never know what you might
Always
find
worth
in their
checking.
pockets.
Oh, yes, yes. What do we have here? Hydraulic clamp. Let's go find Cosette.
Cowards.
How am I not hitting her? Hey, you. I'm not gonna shoot you. Stop running. Where are you going? Stop it. Stop cowering.
He tried to have you killed.
Yes, he did.
I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person. But everything he said about the farmers and hiring those mercenaries, it was so awful.
Yeah. Well, he cared about the people loyal to him, but nobody else. Are you alright?
I'm just a little in shock. I'm still not sure I understand what happened. A conspiracy to steal farmland? It's just so hard to believe. That's not the Ron Hope I know.
He cared about the people loyal to him, but nobody
The
else.
first part is true. He always looked out for us, for his employees.
Well, that's how you should remember him then.
I know what I just heard and saw, but he was a friend. No. He was more like a father. And now he's... You killed him.
Hey, he shot first. I didn't want to kill him.
Nobody should ever want that. Especially when it means killing someone who meant so much to so many people. What happens to us now?
There must be a second in command.
That would be Elana. Elana Nwankwo. She seems pretty capable. Maybe we'll be okay after all. I guess we'll have to figure things out. Find a path forward.
There are uncertain times ahead for you, but they will pass.
And that's it. Ron Hope is no more. A dirty old corporate shill came to his rightful end. Hi, robot.
Just keep it holstered and we'll get along fine.
No, apparently I don't even have to do that. Well, there we go. We're down to the final little bit of it here. Episode what?
Workers like to play hard here. They deserve it.
Lucky episode 13 is going to be lucky. Here comes a little tiny ship.
CEO Hope's got big boots to fill.
That is not a very big craft at all. It's also ugly. But we'll be getting a brand new ship. And then with any luck, be able to earn some cash. We're at 161 now. We need to be at about 250.
Captain, it is. pleasant.
to properly modify the Star Eagle, I think.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
What we're going to end up doing is making a couple of really small modifications to the Star Eagle first to make it functional. And then we're going to go to an outpost and build a landing pad. We'll acquire whatever goods we need for that. And then we'll be able to start modifying
Time to
it.
leave this place behind.
And with a modified Star Eagle
Stay in orbit.
as our main ship, we will be able to do all kinds of great stuff. So, talk to the Marshal. Let's go. Level 15, not too bad. And then we've got some really cool stuff to do. There's the whole Mantis quest line to do. And many other things that I haven't even done yet. Because as I mentioned in one of the very earlier episodes, I had got quite a ways into the game, about level 30-ish, 33 maybe. And then I finally got my computer upgraded and was able to start do this Let's Play. And doing that allowed me to just, since I was restarting from scratch, I thought the best thing to do would be to just do that. So I just nuked that first save, and I really should have kept it because it was the save that had a lot of money and I could keep doing shipbuilding stuff with, or more shipbuilding videos.
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures, picking away at the leftovers of the colony war. You'll find them scouring through old labs and facilities, taking whatever's not nailed down.
That's when she sounds a lot like Pan Am, the actress who played Pan Am Bomber in Cyberpunk, so.
If I get called on one more drunk and disorderly.
I almost want to get some audio samples and see if I can run them through some software. I just feel like the IMDb page is not very accurate when it comes to video game characters, character actors and actresses.
You're
there
back.
you are. I'm back.
Good to see you back safe, Deputy. What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there?
Yes, they were. It was their hideout, but I took care of them.
Damn, you've got guts of steel. Did you find out why the first was taking over farms?
That's where it gets more interesting. Ron Hope hired the first to grab the farmland.
What? Ron Hope? That's one hell of an accusation, Deputy.
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation as a man who'd do anything to succeed.
He's on the damn council, Emma.
So he can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives a damn about some farmers on Montara Luna?
Did Hope explain his motives at all?
He did. He supplied the farms with an experimental fertilizer. It boosted the soil's mineral content, but killed the crops.
That has a familiar ring to it.
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers. At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt. Seems a little more sinister now.
Please, tell me you've got some evidence to back up these extraordinary claims.
Here you go. Here's Hope's instructions to Paxton Hull.
All right, let's see what you've got. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty damning. Especially this last bit about destroying the slate. And you confronted Hope about this?
I did. I hoped he would turn himself in, but he wouldn't go down without a fight.
Sounds like his pride got the best of him. Damn. This is going to send shockwaves throughout the Free Star Collective. If the people can't trust their leaders, anarchy could follow.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil the whole damn barrel.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the Marshal.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger?
Well, since I just did the job of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger, I'm going to say yes, it would be an honor.
Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents.
Well done.
I'll strive to be worthy of the title.
I know you will, Ranger. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Well done. Way to go.
Great job, Ranger.
As a fully fledged Freestar Ranger, you have been granted your very own Star Eagle class starship with no registration fee required.
I think you may be trying to take a little too much on.
Yeah, but I get a new ship.
Got to admit, I'm impressed how fast you made full Ranger.
Let's go play with our new toy, shall we? Let's go do it. Let's go have some fun.
Journalistic integrity at its finest. SS.
The SS News Network. Here comes the big old fat ship landing. I love it. I love the whole idea that this might be a reality someday. You're over here walking around on a planet and there's landing pads out there and ships are cracking their engines and coming down. Boy, that would just be something fantastic. I guess I should heal myself. Let's give ourselves some... I was going to do some more O2, but we'll be rested here. Okay, dude, here's the thing.
Some work done?
Yeah, I do.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you. Sure, have at it.
So what we're going to do is go to here and make this our home ship. And then we're going to do a couple of really quick, cheap things to it. So what it has here is the brig, which is just useless. As far as I can determine through 35 levels of the game, there is not one mission where you take prisoners and want to put them in the brig. So I don't care about that. I want it to be gone. So we're going to do that. So with the brig, we're going to delete that. And then what we're going to do is take this thing. This is the living quarters. Move it to the middle. And then the next thing we're going to do is go down to tabs. And we want to grab the Stroud workshop, except that's not where we want to put it. We want to put it there. So the Stroud workshop actually has, I don't know how I missed this before. It may be different configurations, but in this particular location, it has a research console on it. So you don't actually need a research lab on the other side. Here we have the captain's quarters up top, which I don't actually care about too much, but I kind of like to have. I don't know if I'm thinking about moving this around actually. Let's do that. Let's move it down there. And then up here, let's put something else. Oh, the all-in-one berth is the thing that I want. Okay, I know what I want to do. I'm going to move that back up. I am going to take the living quarters and slide it back over. And then right in there, I can move these around here. I want the all-in-one berth in here. Yep, that's the thing that I want. And now that, like that. Okay, because the all-in-one has a bed that gives it easy access. Now what we're going to do, some structural stuff. This is kind of fun because the way this thing is set up, you can actually get these windows on here. And then the last thing I want to do is take these and move them. Like that. So the weapons on this thing are mad awesome. I want to go to, it's only going to cost us 4,000. 4251 for this. We're going to go to the weapons and we're going to, we don't want the suppressors in the first slot. I want to use the pulse lasers, my main weapons there. I got the missile launchers and then I want the suppressors on that slot. Okay, now. How are we looking? I like all of this. So what do we have? Weapon 2, that can go. It's a lot of power. Weapon 1. What are these? Yeah. And we can't really mess with it anything else because a lot of these things require Starship Design rank 4 to mess with, especially the weapons. So you can see how the pulse lasers require Starship Design. But what we can do is paint it. The Stroud Eklund has this nice orange color on it. So I kind of want to paint it some kind of dark blue gray color. Let's see. Let's go. Not quite blue enough, is it? A little purple. There we go. Let's try that. And then can we do... Oh, that's starting to look cool. Actually, can we get it to match that Stroud Eklund part there? Not sure if we can. I'm not sure it's orange enough. There, it's starting to get in there. Okay, so that's the orange that I want, but I think I might flip it around. I'm going to do this blackish color. Let's do, this one can be the orange one, and this one can be the blackish blue like that. Oh, that looks badass. I like that. That's cool. Oh, I wanted the dark blue one though. Where was that? Let's go back and figure that out. It's blue. It's very dark black, blackish blue color like that. Blue down here. There we go. And do that color here. Blue. The end. It didn't save that color, which is really weird. Okay. Oh yeah. This is looking like something I'd see in the Navy or the Air Force. This is, yeah, I like that. That's awesome. Okay. That's the Star Eagle for now. We're going to accept modifications. That's our home ship for now. Awesome. She's pretty. So she has the functional stuff that we need. That's going to allow us to make modifications. Look at her. And then we will turn her into something quite a bit more sexy down the road when we have about 250,000 credits. And if you want to know what that is, all you have to do is check out my video for the B-class starship that I put up. It's a very awesome design. So here we go. At the bottom layer, we still have this long engineering bay that doesn't really serve a purpose. And you can go. If you do that, you can leap up and skip the ladder. So over here, there's this. Over here, I'm going to show you this. So that's cool. So here it is. You got your industrial workbench, your weapon workbench, you got a spacesuit workbench, and there's the research lab. So you don't need the whole other scientific lab on this thing, which is really interesting. And there's beds here. So I'm going to sleep myself into health.
I was beginning to wonder if you hibernate.
And then, oh, and this has got a little bit of a different design. That's kind of cool. So over here, here's the crew quarters place. Kitchen. I love it how it's got the portals at the beginning, the front and the back now. That's really awesome. So it has to do with where the doors get positioned. But anyway, because this one's positioned right here. On the other time that I reconfigured this way, they both had doors in the aft of the ship, the aft of these 2x1 sections. But here, this one's on the front side. Whatever, it doesn't bother me either way. It works out really cool. And then down here, this right through here. There's this. So let's go get all of our stuff pushed into our cargo hold. Resources, apparel. Helmets. Those are cool. Those are great looking helmets. Packs. I'm looking to see if I have a better pack here. These are skip packs. That one's got shock troop skip pack. Nice. Spacesuits, bolstering refined star rumors. Spacesuit has a lot of energy damage reduction. Wow, grants. Yeah, and this one's the Camino. That's what I want. And then there are the weapons. Lots of different stuff. What we need to do is sell a bunch of this stuff. There's a ton of lawgivers. But we also need to do some weapon modifications, so. Uh-oh. I stored something that I wasn't supposed to. Star Eagle. Give me, what did I store that I wasn't supposed to? It's a rapid calibrated rattler. There, right there, the Urban Eagle. I gotta have that. It's mine. All right, so all these. There's the CF Refined Maelstrom. There's that Maelstrom. And there's the hand-loaded suppressed calibrated pacifier. Oh my gosh, yeah. And the Furious Beowulf. Okay. Well, at least that puts us under for now. So there we go. That stuff is legit. Let's take a look for a second and see what modifications we might be able to make. Because how's our character set up for? We have a skill point to spend. So this is the industrial workbench and this is the weapon one. Okay, let's go take a look. I have to have the Excel spreadsheet here to tell me what I can do. I haven't done anything with a coachman yet. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's go to the cargo hold, go to the weapons. The coachman. I haven't done anything to a coachman yet. Okay. There's a Deadeye. We don't have one of those yet. There's a drum beat we've done. We haven't put any different barrel modifications on it yet. We may not be able to do much because we may not have enough resources. There's a Justifier. What's that? Oh, that's the fancy unique one. I wish I could put a mantle on my ship. Well, I should mount it on my ship, but I'm waiting for the day one patch or whatever they want to call it these days, the first big patch to come out that will hopefully fix things disappearing from your display cases on your ship when you modify it. So a lawgiver we've done stuff with. We haven't done anything to a regulator. Do we have one of those? We do. There's a regulator. We haven't done anything to the 40mm. I'm not worried about that. We haven't done anything to a peacekeeper. We don't have one of those. That's a more advanced weapon yet. We haven't done anything to a side star. Don't have one of those. We haven't done anything to... We've done one thing to a tombstone. Rattler. We haven't done anything with a rattler yet. Okay. That helps. Then let's take a look at what we can do. So... Drumbeat. Furious Professional Beowulf. Okay, let's take this and rename it. It's Furious. I'm gonna do it. Furious Pro. All right, so there's that, and then yeah, this thing. Let's rename this guy. Wow. Hand loading, suppressed, calibrated, pacifier. Okay. We're gonna be using that now. Let's take a look at what we can build here. The regulator. Can we build a long barrel for it? We don't have enough nickel. Okay, that's what I was worried about. We don't have enough nickel. We're short the nickel. Well, that's okay. We may be able to just go purchase it. We got things to sell.
City is so large, yet retains a sort of rustic feel.
How can I be of service?
I find it comforting.
So we'll go see if we can get some nickel. We'll go see if there's resources we can buy. And if there are, that will allow us to do some crafting. And then we'll take a look at what mission to do next, or which place to go next for an outpost.
Sounded intense.
Because we do need to get nickel. What did we get last time?
I'll say right up front that if you're short on credits, I can't help you. Everyone needs supplies. Suppose that's a good thing. Well, all kinds of things. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for resources, my friend. What do you have? Do you have nickel? Because that's the big one. You do have nickel. I'll take all of it. What else does he have? He's got sealant. We should always grab that when we have it. If he has adhesive, which I don't think he does, but if he does, boy, you can't. It's hard to get that little thing here. Hate it. Hate it. Adhesive. Yay. Oh, and adaptive frames. We need to grab a bunch of those. Those are needed for building. Okay. Aluminum. We need iron and lead. It's got lubricant. Solvent. I don't think we need that yet. Oh, tungsten. Always grab that when you see it. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We're not done
I
with
get
you.
all kinds in here. How about I just show you?
How about you do just show me? He's got 12,000 credits. So what we're going to do is sell from ship inventory everything that is not necessary. Sell from ship inventory. There we go. Spacesuits. Let's just do this. And now we'll sell, well, not so much the weapons. Let's get rid of the helmets first. And then apparel, chunks, cap. First soldier helmet. First soldier outfit. Nightwear. No. Paxton's officer hat. No. Ranger dual wear. No. Pax. Oh, and we tapped him out. Okay. We tapped him out. We didn't get the total price for that last one. That's okay. I'm not worried about that. I'm more interested in getting back in crafting. Especially because we're super heavy now. We bought a bunch more things that we're going to need to build outposts with. Because what we'd like to do is get our outposts. Actually, let's take a quick look at what we have here. Yeah, so what I had built was... I built aluminum and nickel together on Montara Luna. So we just need to go there and collect it. But then we need to find a place to get iron and lead. So let's go build some things, shall we? First, take our resources, stuff them on the ship. Cargo hold. Now let's see what we can do here. So down here we have a coachman, a drumbeat, a rattler. We haven't done anything to a rattler, so if we put, oh, laser sight. What about barrel? Here we go. Long barrel on a rattler.
The stock versions are never quite what you want, are they?
And then if I do standard barrel, that should also count. That gets us to 8 of 10. So the rattler barrels. Okay, let's make a note of that. Note made. Now, the next thing that we can do, and in fact, on the Rattler, we should be able to put a compensator. So there's that. That should count for one. And then if we go do... I think you can put a compensator on a coachman too. And there we go. That part's done. Great. All right, more notes. Excellent. Now we can go to our character and look at this. Research methods. Yay. We did this. We can press this. And now we need to craft 15 unique food, drink, drugs, weapon mods, or equipment mods. So more mods, but for now I'm just going to leave that there. It's not like we have a skill point waiting for us to use. So let's fly off into the wild black yonder, shall we? Time for us to put this ship to work.
Struts retracting. Let's get out of here.
Ranger 1? It's a little yellow, isn't it? It needs to be more orange. That's okay, we'll paint it again. It's fun, though. It's a fun ship.
Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
It does, and now look how much more power we have. Oh my gosh, we can crank our missiles all the way up. I don't think you should spend any time with power on the EM weapons unless you actually want to use them. So, that's the thing is, I think if you get to a point where you're intentionally trying to capture a ship, just very quickly with the Alt-T key come over and like strip your missiles off and move it all over to the EM weapons. So that's the way I like to play it. A new narrative, return to Imogene at Ryujin Tower. We can do that. There's a bunch of stuff to do here, but what we really need to do, well, let's go kill some people. Destroy the Crimson Fleet captain in orbit. Oh, let's do that. Let's go have some fun with our ship, shall we? Let's go have some fun with our brand new ship. We also need to go get Barrett. More power.
Nice jump. We're right on target.
Okay. Where is this bozo? Crimson Fleet Captain. He's a long ways out there, isn't he? Well, then we'll just travel to him. Here comes Death in Ranger form.
Guns are hot. Going in.
Oh my god, you're only a level 2? Oh, look at you. You poor thing. Oh yeah, you just...
Direct him to their grav drive.
Not like we're running anyway. Oh.
Well, that's over. What other missions can we do with our newfound power? Kill the outlaw gang leader. Where's Barrett? We don't want to do the Mantis. Back to Vectera. We got to return to Vectera and go see Barrett. Let's do that. Barrett left us with the Frontier and said, go.
No, it would seem that the work here has come to an end.
Yeah.
Well, you're back.
Lynn?
Don't you Lynn me. I thought things had already gone sideways, but no, that was just the beginning. More pirates showed up when you were gone. We weren't as lucky this time. Calvert, Troy, some of the new Dusties, they didn't make it.
I'm sorry, Lynn. I didn't know.
Well, how could you have? You weren't here. Anyway, I was pinned down behind some crates with Barrett. Bullets and laser fire everywhere. No smile on that damn carefree face of his. Like he knew this was it. I started steeling myself to go out fighting. Then that idiot puts his hand on my shoulder and says, "Stay here, Lynn. I got you."
I know that talk. Suicide mission.
For some, perhaps. Barrett is quite capable, all things considered.
Next thing I know, 2 of the pirates are dead, and he's got the 3rd one in a headlock. Drags him out into the open at gunpoint and demands to talk, or else I'm going to demonstrate Newton's 3rd law on this guy's temporal lobe. And that's when they brought out Hela.
It was going so well until that part.
I didn't overhear everything, but after the 10 longest seconds of my life, Barrett put his hands up, and both of them ended up getting taken aboard the pirate ship. And that's the last I saw of either of them.
Okay. Well, I need to find Barrett and Heller, Lynn.
They could have grav-jumped anywhere. I tried pinging a transmission to the ship in the comms building before they left, but the pirates must have fried it. You want to try it? Go ahead. But the odds of them being alive, even if you could find them... I've lost a lot of people on this run, Dusty. I just want to pack up.
Well, we'll give it a shot. Because guess what? We're really good at doing stuff like this, so we need some power. And actually, we may have one either on the ship or... Oh my gosh. Look at all this junk that we have. This all came from a ship, by the way. Pack of smokes. Do I have a power thing here, or is it on me? Must be on me. Digipick, digipick, digipick. Do I not have one on me? Or is it considered aid? Can't be considered aid. Med pack. Nope. Okay. Well, let's look, Lynn. There's got to be some around here. I know there's one over there. Let's do this. Believe there's one in here. There's one right there. Emergency. Oh, it's an emergency power cell. Okay. It starts with an E. Emergency power cell. We have one. That's the one we just picked up. What about the ship? Is there one in its hold? Emergency power cell. Nope, we still don't have one. Okay, I thought there might be one on the ship somewhere, but... Nope. So is that the only one here? The only thing worth taking? Oh no, there's this whole section in here. There's another one right over here. Boink. Okay. That's 2. You're gonna need 3. So... Can we get in there and get that? Nope. And that goes down in the mine. Oh, and look what we have here. What is this? Locked. It's a master. It's not locked for long. Not with us around. Lots of singles. You genuinely want to save those for layers further in. So there's this. You could do that if you had a double, which we don't. Oh, and you guys only work on this round. Okay. Now we get to here. You could work like that. Oh my gosh, there's all kinds of... This only works on this layer. Okay. That's usually a clue. So if you do that, then you need a triple one, which would look like that, except that's not it. Or it could look like that one. That would be it. Now what works on this layer? You do. You don't. Well, you do, but you don't work the right way. You don't. You do. Just like that. Like that and that. Now we're getting down here. Oh, you don't work. That does if you want to go wide like that. Which we do.
I hope you can succeed at that before we are discovered.
There's a Demos pack. And there's an ablative deep mining spacesuit. Not that great. Boom pop reactor. Oh, and there's another emergency power cell, so that's 3. Well then. That means we're done here. Where it all started with, hey, you're awake. Deep space mining helmet. Couple more of those. Not bad idea to have a couple extra ones of those on the ship somewhere. What do we have? A toy spaceship? That looks rad. Somebody went to a lot of trouble to make that. A staple gun. There's another one. So now we have 5. There's my life. Chunk by chunk. I don't think that's going to be useful. There's this thing here. What can we find in here? Okay. Wow, you actually would work there with a single, wouldn't you? You only work on the inner layer. You're going to work on the next layer. Because you would do what? You'd go like that and then force. We don't have the right. I don't have the right thing to do that. So I think it's going to have to be you and a single. Now you are a standout student right there, like that. Now we're talking. That. Bingo. Was his name? Oh, and there's a caliber. An instigating ripshank. Oh. A lame brain bladed weapon. Moby Dick. Bookseller might like that one. Call me Ishmael. I actually read a chapter of that for a friend's class. Victera control room key. Okay. A friend of mine was in an English lit class of some kind where they read aloud Moby Dick. Everybody contributed by reading some chapters, and they had volunteers come in and read chapters, so I read a chapter for it. That was kind of a fun exercise because I sure as heck haven't ever read Moby Dick before. What else is in here? Crew quarters, deep space mining helmet.
I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but there are practical limits, no?
No, there are no practical limits.
Could we talk?
We can always talk, Andreja. Here we go. Permanently increase EM weapon damage by 5%. Space undersuit. Red stick. Take those. What's over here? This is probably a bathroom. Yep. Oh, but there's a med pack here. And what's this? A deep space mining suit for 3,000? I'll take that. And then there's the shower. Anything like that. Space undersuit. Space undersuit. A fragmentation mine. Wow, somebody's just leaving that in the locker. Okay, my friend, let's go in here. There's a research lab here. Oh my goodness. There is. Well, let's go plug in power. We got the key so we can come in here. Digipick. An adaptive frame. Yay. More of those. The less I have to build. Sensor array. Incoming ship logs. Constellation ship incoming. Alert unidentified ship. Pirates. Constellation ship. That would be us.
Can't believe we got into this mess. Would you be quiet? Trying to make out the grav jump calculations before we're out of range. Out of range of what? Out of range of the sensor array on Vectera. Would you keep up? Once we're outside the star system, the bandwidth goes from instant speed to effectively never. What good is sending a transmission down there? You gonna tell Lynn how royally screwed we both are? She doesn't even have a ship. You underestimate how many of my admirers there are in the galaxy, Heller. One of them is bound to show up, looking to reunite with this handsome face. We're doomed. Capital D, doomed. Got it, okay. Whoever finds this, I'm attaching the interstellar coordinates to the metadata on the transmission. Rescue us. Repeat. Rescue us.
That's quite funny, actually. I like Heller's response. We're doomed. Capital D, doomed. Yes, yes you are, Heller. But that's okay because I'm coming, buddy. Sister's got her suit on. Nice. All right, Lynn. Oh, and there's another one right here. We're gonna have all kinds of extra ones. And there's another adaptive frame. A Moki.
So, you actually get that computer working again?
Because I'm a whiz. I found the transmission from Barrett.
What? Let me see that. Funny. Even knowing he's alive, I still never want to see him again. Hella, on the other hand. Okay. Let me send you the location data embedded in the transmission. Find them, okay?
Will do.
Be a while before Argos comes to pick me up. I'll be here if you need me. And hey, if you ever need a little extra help, I've been thinking about a career change lately. Maybe it's time to put Argos behind me.
That's a good idea. Do I have an outpost that I can put you on yet? Let's find out.
Seems like you've been keeping busy, Dusty.
She has Outpost Management 3.
If, you find yourself in need of a capable traveling companion, we should talk. My contract's up with Argos, and I could use a change of scenery.
You're just the kind of traveling companion I want. You should come along.
Works for me. I'm not fussy about assignments. I'll go where I'm needed.
Great. So, I could put her... that's all I can do is put her on the Star Eagle for right now. So, Samco is unassigned. Vasco's on the ship. Lynn's on the ship. Sarah Morgan's on the ship. Sam's on the ship, but he's unassigned. We're going to want to put Barrett on the ship. We're going to want to put Lynn on our outpost when we go build her a proper...
Right. I'll get to work. Let's catch up later.
Proper workstation for her. Now, let's finish the episode by talking to our other friend. Andreja, where are you?
Your investigation with the Freestar Rangers has come to an end. Are you satisfied with the results?
I don't know if anybody can be satisfied with that. It's a bad scene all around. No one should be satisfied.
I suppose not. This Ron Hope, supposedly a man of the people, was more concerned with profit than lives. He was not the first, and certainly will not be the last.
Yeah. Money can bring out the worst in people.
At least he will no longer be able to prey on others. I am unsure that death was preferable to justice, but at least the situation is over, and there is no question who was to blame.
I didn't want this, but he gave me no choice.
No, he did not. A very poor decision on his part. Perhaps a lesson to be learned by others who would break the law. At least while you serve as Ranger.
Yep. It'll be an honor to wear this badge. There needs to be some answer that's between it will be an honor to wear this badge and the Rangers are lucky to have me. Something between kissing ass and conceitment. Right? Isn't there a happy medium in between there?
I think less of the badge and more of the person wearing it. But you should be proud of your accomplishments. Shall we find some other adventure to occupy us now?
I am in total agreement of that. Let's go. Wait a minute. Our ship isn't here because it's down there. Just out of curiosity, why is it not on the landing pad? That's an odd place to put my ship, but okay. I don't know why they put it there. But they did. Oh, Bethesda. Never change. What would we talk about if your game didn't do things oddly? And really, that's putting it kindly. What the hell is that over there? Is that Lynn? Walking to my ship? Oh my gosh, it is. We sat there and had a conversation and she's halfway to the ship. Well, folks, we have the Star Eagle on this barren rock. Now we're going to go find Barrett. But first, next episode, I think what we'll do is go back to our outpost. And we'll dress it up for Lynn. So that she has... And we'll want to...
Captain, do you require my assistance?
We'll want to be able to make it a place that her and Heller can occupy. Because rescuing Barrett will also rescue Heller. That's the most convenient thing in the world. I love it. Okay, let's go.
Good luck finding Barrett. Keep an eye out for Heller while you're at it.
I will. We're gonna go find him. It's just like the end of Empire Strikes Back.
And we're off.
Except Barrett's not frozen in carbonite.
Orbital pattern locked in.
There we go, folks. As always, thanks for watching. If you dig it, give it a thumbs up. Questions and comments down below. Let me know how your own Starfield playthrough is going. And I'll see you next time. Until then, happy gaming, everyone.